Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie, we're gonna look at the latest additions to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020. And we start off with the 10 Airport Caribbean bundle from SLH Sim Designs. It includes 10 high quality Caribbean airports in total value of $130, and that is now 25 euros, so roughly $25, well, a little bit less. And then you will get all these nice airports, right, which they previously released, but now in a bundle package. So if you love flying in that area, then this could be something which you want to buy. If we scroll down, right, we can see some of the screenshots. I would say it looks really impressive, right? We already looked at the individual ones, let's say prior to this release, if I'm correct. But it's a while ago already. You can see interior is also included, but also the exterior, right? The rain. If it rains, you can see all the reflections nicely. So pretty cool, I would say. Then the next one is from VA Systems. They released the A320 flights Los Angeles, Kilo Lima Alpha X-Ray volume number 1. It includes 56 routes for the A320. So multiple, let's say, challenges for you. In this case, the early morning rush hour from LAX, right? So that's, I would say, the busiest hour of the day, probably. So there are 9 custom liveries included from VA Systems. And it will take you from journeys from the UK to Europe, allowing you to explore the Europe continent. So that's really cool. Of course, here you see one of the liveries, but there's a small, let's say, VA Systems logo on it also. Then the second one is the A320 routes Virgin America volume number 2 from the same developer. In this case, it will take you from the primary hubs of Virgin Atlantic, Los Angeles and San Francisco across the US to the various domestic destinations in the East Coast. So mainly flights to the East Coast. In this case, 32 routes which are included. Also deliveries included. And you can enjoy the A320 using the Virgin America livery and then fly across the US. Then the next one, same developer, different airliner. The A320 schedules for EasyJet volume number 7. It includes 150 routes, which you can choose from. And that's really cool because it will allow you to fly to various destinations from the UK to Spain. So mainly to Spain, and then mainly from the UK hub airports, which EasyJet is flying from. Again, delivery is included. And here you can see the VA Systems logo also being displayed. Then Dream Scenery is back with their night enhancement. In this case for Aarhus, which is in Denmark. It's the second largest city in Denmark, right? So if you look at this, right? So this is the beauty. If you apply the night enhancement from Dream Scenery to the default content, it will add some more realism when you're flying over the city in the night hours. So have a look at it and then decide if you want to buy it yourself. Then we've got VA Systems, the Air Tours Greek Islands, as the name already tells you. It will take you to the Greek islands and then you can enjoy the scenery over there, right? Flying at low altitudes in a selection of general aviation aircrafts. And those are 3, the Diamond DA62, the Cessna 2OB Grand Caravan, and the Cessna CG 4 Citation. And you can do a lot of excursions. In total, 324 unique scenarios. Also, the liveries are included here again. And you can decide where to start, right? So you can spawn in cold and dark mode at a random gate. And then you can prepare the aircraft and taxi to choose a runway and depart to being your air tour. So pretty cool package also if you love the Greek islands. Then the next one is the Airport Base Training London Gatwick Echo Golf Kilo Kilo by VA Systems. And this will allow you to take off, circle around and land again using 3 iconic aircrafts, the A320, the Boeing 747, as well as the Boeing 787. Keep in mind that the Boeing 787 is only part of the deluxe version of Flight Simulator, and if you don't have it, then you of course only have the flights using the A320 as well as the Boeing 747. If you've got all 3 of them, then you've got 36 unique scenarios. And I would say dividing 36 by 3, then you've got 24 unique scenarios if you don't own the deluxe version. Then we've got Airport SID Training Sydney, Yankee, Sierra Yankee. This, of course, takes place in Sydney, and it will allow you to practice the 9 standard instrumental departures outbound from Sydney using 3 aircrafts. But again, here, it's the same thing as applicable as for the previous one. The Boeing 787 is only available if you've got the deluxe version of Flight Simulator. In this case, 162 unique scenarios. So a lot of unique scenarios which you can fly. So you can practice a lot your departure skills from Sydney Airport. Then the first aircraft, the Boeing 787-8 from Bravo Airspace. So they say, okay, hey, the Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner for Premium Deluxe. So likely there's a dependency on Premium Deluxe, right? That's also mentioned here. So it will likely use some of the systems, and that's already confirmed here, from the default 787 from Asobo. So it's a codename Bravoliner, right? So their goal at Bravo Airspace with the 788 to give its closest resemble to the real aircraft as possible. So what did they do? They have their own custom model from the correct passenger window size on the fuselage to a fully customized interior. Currently, it's a neutral interior design, so likely they're planning to, let's say, make it more airline specific. Then they attempted to color the cabin closer to the real companies, as mentioned, the airliners, and you'll be pleased with a night lighting for those long flights. So what's being prioritized? The flight dynamics that are based on the weight and balance of the 8 variant, as well as for the engines of strengths, 2 engine types, the GenX and the Rolls-Royce. Then the custom visual effects, the APU, heat blower, wing vortex and more, some line crowding enhancements, correct flap settings. And again, the sounds from the Rolls-Royce and General Electric engines are included. So that's really cool. Other than that, some nice views, like they call it the priority quick views, Control F1 or Control N1 and Control N2 and Control N3 to quickly switch between the different views. So that's pretty cool. What liveries are included? Well, in this case, 8 liveries are included for all 6 continents from the world. So all Nippon Airways, Kenya Airways, Jetways, TUI-G, right? That's included. North America Airlines, which includes Air Canada, United Airlines, and Bravo Airspace, and then LATAM BBA. So that's really cool, and this is what you will get, right? So a lot of nice things. Keep in mind that you will need to have the Premium Deluxe 787 from Asobo itself, right, which is included in the Premium Deluxe version, and then you will get the nice benefits which they promise from Bravo Airspace. Again, it's an early stage, I would say, delivery, right? So they're adding more and more stuff to it. So that's really cool. But you can see there's already some huge details being added to the 787, which is really, really nice to see. Then we're scrolling down to the next one, which is Eganur Tamanrasset Airport, Delta Alpha Alpha Tango. That's in Algeria in Africa, and it's also known as the Haji Bey Akamok Airport, and some mix of the civilian and military airports in the southern Algeria, which is in the south of Algeria, recap, near the city of Tamanrasset, right? So that's really cool. So what did they do? They have added a lot of details, 4K PBR textures in multi-layers, parallax windows based on real interior pictures, main details gleaned from tourism photographs, reconstruction of the ejected military airbase, as well as the accurate Algerian Air Force 2 aircraft types, the Su-30 MKA and the Mi-8s on the tarmac. Then the solar plant is included. Then several points of interest, including the Tin Hinan tomb, which is not far to the west for sightseeing. ILS functionality, runways are tilted. Radon runways, aprons and markings matched the recent satellite images, as well as the full taxiway system with signs and the enhanced airport and street night lighting. And these are some of the screenshots. Unfortunately, they are only the smaller ones, but here you can see the interior of the tower. You can see the military aircrafts also are included. So pretty cool that they have added this. Then the next one is from the same developer, or sorry, not the same developer, but looks like in the same area. And that's correct. It's in the Guzam Airport, Delta Alpha Tango Golf. It's from Net Design, also in Algeria. It's a regional civilian and military airport in the southern part of Algeria on the border with Nigeria. And it's serviced by regular ATR 72600 flights. So if you got the ATR 72600, then now you've got a nice airport which you can land on. It will allow pilots to fly over the region, can admire exotic desert landscapes featuring mountains, dunes, and vast expanse of red sand. So what did they enhance? Well, 4K PBR textures, sandy under construction look and feel, reconstruction of the ejected military camp, the 4 manual approach, detailed sandy sidewalks, runways, aprons, and lots of objects to provide ambience, realistic night lighting, and very frame rate friendly. And if you apply that, then you will get this, right? So some screenshots, including the ATR, of course. And also you can see that the tower is there. Pretty cool. Then we've got Spinoza, which released the Saarlouis-Duren Airport Echo Delta Romeo Juliet. That's in Germany. So it's a commercial aircraft about 6 kilometers west of Saarlouis, near the Duren district of the municipality of Wallisvangen, Germany. So that's cool. What is included? Well, you can see that they didn't provide that much details, but it looks like that you can fly using a fly glider, plane, or helicopter on this airport. Let's go to the screenshots in that case. So it's not a very big airport, as you can see, but they added a lot of detail, including the parking spots, including the hangars, as you can see. So you can also do picnicking close to the airport. Some helicopters are included. But that's only the static ones, right? So keep that in mind. Every aircraft you're seeing here is likely to be very static. It's not really, I would say, you shouldn't expect any new aircrafts to be included in this package. So refueling station, night lighting, so pretty cool. Then the next one is the Burning Blue design, Bembridge Airport, Echo Golf Hotel Juliet. It's on the Isle of Wight in southern England. Not sure if I pronounced it 100% correctly, but that's where it's located. And there are challenging landings over crafty cliffs and breathtaking views over the Solent and the English Channel. It's an old airport, as you can see, 1921. And what they did is they added a lot of stuff. So 60 custom 3D objects based on the March 2024 layout, so pretty accurate. Full custom night lighting, animated hangar doors which close at night. Then the custom windsock, animated spectators who leave at night. Real life surrounding scenery has been added. Visual reference points like the Britain Norman factory, the animated Bembridge windmill, the Earl Jobberoff's monuments, the Whitecliff Bay holiday park, as well as the Sand Hills holiday park. Everything is high resolution, color corrected, textures taken from Bing Maps. Unfortunately, there are not that many screenshots besides the one on the top, but here you can see the level of detail. So pretty nice. Then the next one is from X-Wind Studios. It's the Kristiansund Airport, Echo November Kilo Bravo. It's in Norway. It's a regional airport, and it has been created in collaboration with Jakub Zuzowski. Not too many details, unfortunately, about the airport itself, but here you can see some screenshots. And here you can see again a lot of detail, right? A lot of, let's say, additional things. Also static helicopters are included. So also some night lighting enhancements. And also you can see that even outside the airport, right, where the cars are being parked, that has also been fully modeled, including, let's say, traffic signs outside of the airport. Taxis which are waiting for you if you arrive at the airport, and a lot of other cool things. So pretty impressive one. So this will add a lot of detail to the airport, as you can see. So if you love flying in that area, then you could consider buying this package. Then the next one is the Frederiksund Night Enhancement by Dream Scenery. So what they did is they updated the city, and when you fly over it during the night, you will now get this view compared to the default view, which is less lightning or less night enhanced as this one is. So this one looks pretty cool also if you love flying in that area. Then Ini Racing released the inner 24 from the Indy builds. Likely this has to do something with IndyCar. Maybe Daytona, or not Daytona, sorry. But racing, which takes place on a very regular base. So what they did is the Indy R24 pushes the boundaries of realism and immersion in your virtual driving experience. I would say I didn't expect this from Indy builds, to be honest. I still think that, let's say, flight simulators for flight simulator and it's not for cars. But as you can see, right, there's a lot of detail which they've been added here. And it looks like it's on a marina circuit, right? So it's for Formula 1 used. But yeah, I would say decide on your own, but I'm not going to buy it. Then we've got Samsung 3D. They updated Japan, Kyoto, Kobe City. So what they did is they added 300 handcrafted iconic building models in Kyoto and in Kobe city center. Then some handcrafted bridge models, as well as the detailed Kobe harbor and landmarks. Beautiful night enhancements. Then they added the rooftops, which are now landable helipads, as well as compatible with other airport add-ons. Then there are 3 handcrafted models. The Kyoto Kiyomizu Temple, the Kinkaku G Temple, as well as the Kyoto Iconic Temples, and it's frame rate friendly. And if you apply that, then you will get this. So an updated Kyoto Kobe City from Samsung 3D. And here you can see, right, the level of detail is really cool. So besides the scenery, also a lot of helipads, which you can now land on. Then Indy Builds also released the Milwaukee Airport Kilo Mike Kilo Echo, which is in Wisconsin, US. And not too many details, unfortunately, but if you look at the screenshots, they will tell you enough, right? So custom jetways, including the airliner information. You can see the 128 air refueling wing, which includes some, let's say, military aircrafts. And also a lot of detail here, right? So if you look at the, let's say, runway, if you look at the outside, you can see that this one is, would say, really well developed. And if you look at the price, right, in the top right corner, at €5, it's not that much, to be honest, if you look at the level of detail. So if you love flying in the US, then you can decide to buy this package because it adds a lot of detail to the airport, which could be something which you might want to look for if you are flying there on a regular basis. Then we've got VA Systems back again with American Airlines volume number 4. In this case, you will be able to practice your landing skills using the standard terminal arrival routes for American Airlines, using a selection of the Caribbean airports. Liveries are included. 90 sceneries or scenarios, sorry, are available for you once you've bought this package. And of course, the livery is included. Then we've got Island Creations. They released the Lanzarote aerial imagery scenery. That's, say, an update of the scenery for Lanzarote, La Gracoche, Isle de Montana Clara, and Isla de Alegranza. I'm not sure again if I pronounced it correctly, but they updated the aerial imagery, which means that they added some custom ground textures, which adds some more detail, some more realism. Also, they upgraded the ports, right? Only the docks, the container ships, the cruise ships, as well as they added the Fred Olsen Express ferry with night lighting to the port of Playa Blanca, as well as night lighting enhancement, appropriate vegetation, accurate coastline, and a lot of other improvements, including some hotels, etc. And if you apply that, then you will get this. And again, this adds a lot of detail, right? So if you love flying VFR, for example, this could be a package which might be really interesting for you. Because you can see it adds a lot of detail and makes it all far more realistic than the current, let's say, scenery is, right? So beautiful harbors, as you can see. Also, this one looks beautiful. Coastlines are fully updated, as you can see. So pretty impressive if you ask me. So island creations, Lanzarote aerial imagery, scenery update. Then we've got Fly X simulations. They released the Kefalonia Airport, Lima Golf, Kilo Foxtrot. That's in Greece. Not too many details besides the pictures which they have released. And if you look at the pictures, right, we can conclude that they added some exterior. Also, I would say, people waiting, including security checks, which you can go to using Flight Simulator, including the shops, which are included in the airport, the few trucks or fire trucks, sorry, ground vehicles, which will help you with baggage and boarding the plane. You can see the accurate signage on the aprons, buses, which will help you deboard the aircraft, refueling trucks, and that's the runway itself, right? So a lot of nice details by FlyX simulations. Then we've got 100. They released the Crotone Santa Ana Airport, Lima, India, Bravo, Charlie. That's in Italy. So they've added 3D handmade buildings, PB architectures with high fidelity, terraforming, new parking layout, and a new apron layout. And this is what you will get if you apply that, right? So a lot of details being added there, including some fixes which are incorrect in the current version. So that looks cool. Night lightning, you can see that you can really see the nights, and also buildings are pretty nicely modeled. Then we've got Linkopin Night Enhancement by Dream Scenery. Again, they touch the city, which is uh, the capital of the county Östergötland, which is in Sweden. And here you can see the night enhancement, right? And I say every night enhancement looks a little bit the same, but it still looks pretty impressive what they did. So a lot of cool things in Linkoping, in Sweden, which now had or has the night enhancement. Then we've got SoFly. They released the Stankovac Brazda Airport, Lima Whiskey 75. That's near Skopje. It's for general aviation, right? It's not for, let's say, airliners. It's in North Macedonia, so you can export to use it to. You can use it to export North Macedonia. Sorry. It's created by pictures which are created on site, 4K resolution, custom 3D models, animated hangar with controllable doors, a Millennium Crossboy, as well as the created and designed by the renowned owner Theo Garovsky, which we've seen already several times. And this is what you will get, right? So a lot of details. Unfortunately, not that many pictures, but still looks pretty cool. Then we've got the Malmö Night announcement, again by Dream Scenery. It's in Sweden. They simply updated the night enhancement. So if you're flying over the city, you will get some nice views and some more realism. If you would normally fly over the city, it likely looks the same. And this is pretty cool, especially if you love flying VFR flights. Then they did the same thing for Odense. That's in Denmark. They also updated the night enhancement over there, which will add some more realism. Again, right? If you're flying in the Nordics, you've now got multiple packages which are updating the night enhancement for several cities in that area. And you can enjoy the night enhancement, especially when you're flying, of course, in the night. Doesn't add a lot of value when flying there, say, during the daytime, but it looks pretty cool. Then flight simulations. They released the Jericoacoara Airport, Sierra Bravo Juliet Echo. That's in Brazil. It's a regional airport. It's the gateway to one of the jewels of the Siri coastline. So what did they include? Custom GSE vehicles, a feature and highly accurate recreation of the airport, highly detailed and photorealistic texture, custom vegetation windsocks and other environmental colors, and realistic night enhancements for dynamic lighting, as well as the custom aerial imagery for the airport's bounce. So this is the airport, right? You can see a lot of detail also on the, I would say, aprons. A lot of cool things. You can see that they also added the exterior or edited the part outside of the airport right on the front. You can see the part where you need to board the aircraft, including pictures on the wall, which is really cool. So a lot of details for this airport, including people waiting to board the aircraft. So pretty nice, this one, created by Flight Simulations. Then we've got Simple Mission F18, created by Simple Missions. This is a boost trip pack, which includes mission packs, landing challenges, and discovery flights for the F18 Super Hornet. So in total, 2 discovery flights, 2 landing challenges, and 6 mission packs. And that can be used, I would say, in combination with the F18 Hornet. So have fun with this one. The aircraft itself is part of Flight Simulator, so you don't need to buy it separately, if I'm correct. But those mission packs will add some more realism or will give you more inspiration to fly using this aircraft. Then we've got the John A. Osborne Airport, Tango Romeo Papa Golf, that's in the Caribbean. So if you love flying in that area, again, this could be an airport because it includes 3D custom built modeling, 4K PBR textures, animated airport staff vehicles and wildlife. They updated the lighting, the terrain elevations, the terminal interior is modeled, as well as the custom taxiway signs and the realistic ground texturing and grunge. And they added static sea traffic. And if you apply that, then you will get this, which again looks pretty cool. So traffic tower, you can see that they added also cars outside of the airport, which are parked. It's not a really big airport, as you can see. So if you love flying with a very special airport and want to add some more realism, then this could be one you might want to buy. So really cool. So in the Caribbean, this airport is located in the Caribbean, right? So a lot of new stuff for the Caribbean because we already discussed one of the other add-ons also, fire trucks, as you can see. So pretty nice. Then we've got Cochin International Airport, Victor Oscar Charlie, India, and it's located in India. So they added all the terminals, including only the Terminal 2 as interior. Terminal 2 contains present expansion and future expansions, as well as hangars, including the military hangars, fire stations, and solar panels, which are included in this airport. And this is how it looks like. If you ask me, from a distance, it looks a little bit clean, but likely if we would zoom in a bit, it would look more realistic. I'd say the roofs of the buildings are, can't imagine that they're that red, but I've not visited the airport, so I can't say, but it looks a little bit too clean to me, so you can't see the usage. You can see, of course, see the interior, but only for Terminal 2 as mentioned in the documentation. So be aware of that. But still really cool, right? So, Cochin International Airport. Then we're at the bottom row and we're continuing with Calicut International Airport, Victor Oscar Charlie Lima. That's also in India. Not too many details, but here you can see some screenshots. So they added some nice details, including, say, the interior of the terminal, as you can see, including the waiting rooms where people can wait till they board the aircraft. Night enhancement, I wouldn't say that, but you can see it's also a really relatively small airport, sorry. So I'm not sure if it has night lighting, but still cool. Then the next one is the Tiruvannath Tapuran International Airport, Victor Oscar Tango Victor by Cascadia Approach. So also not too many text, but they updated this airport, including the interior, as you could see already from one of the pictures. Jetways are included. So again, a nice one. But if you ask me, these buildings look too clean, but that might be just me. And then last but not least, it's the Airbus A320 Neo enhanced by Builds. I'm not going to go to all the details, but if you want to have this one, then definitely go hit and press that get and download button, because then you will get the latest and greatest A320 V2, as it's known for, with a lot of enhancements. So press that get and download button because it's for free. And with that, we're at the end of this video where we went through all the new items in the marketplace. 33 new items this week, including one for free. So have a look at it and decide which one you want to buy. Again, here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.